JD Vance does not know, apparently, anything about politics. Let me explain. In our beloved country, voters have no idea of facts of the case, facts about the issues, facts about history, history itself, rumors about history, nothing. They know nothing. And as soon as you understand that, the better. And the problem that exists, the problem that people don't understand or don't seem to understand, is that you cannot expect people to change their ways. So J.D. Vance has got to get the hell out of the shadow of Erika Kirk, or de Klerk. She is poison, radioactive, done, finished, and worse, she's a joke. You see, in the United States, my country, you can be ignorant, you can be stupid, you can be ill-conceived, ill-informed, doesn't matter. Don't be a joke. Don't let them laugh at you. If they laugh at you, you're through. That's it. What killed Biden more than anything else is they were laughing at him. Not because he was neurologically unkempt, not because he wasn't there, not because he was walking around incontinent yelling, "Who ordered the veal cutlet?" No, it's the fact that they laughed at him. Que mala, quemada, Kamala, what's her face? Absolutely, positively, was over when they laughed at her because of the word salad, not because of what she didn't know. When you are laughed at, and when this guy decides he is going to hitch a wagon to Erika Kirk, you think to yourself, this man is out of his tree. I will explain that to you coming up, and I will explain more to you a little bit about oil, a little bit about trying to negotiate, and the fall, the demise, the end of J.D. Vance before he even got out of the chute, so to speak. But first, this word, this critical word from our sponsor. Listen carefully. Last year, we talked about Alaska, a powerhouse of mineral wealth with a long track record of responsible development. Now it's back in focus with support from the Department of Defense and Department of Energy and the reopening of the Ambler Road project under President Trump. Momentum is building fast. Vizsla Copper, trading as VCUFF in the U.S. and VCU in Canada, has taken a major step forward. The company now owns 100% of the Palmer project, a high-grade asset believed to hold billions in in-ground value. It was even named by Alaska's governor in a memo to the White House as a priority for domestic critical minerals. And here is the headline. Washington just rolled out over $42 billion in support for critical minerals in early 2026 alone. We have seen this before. Similar backing sent other Alaska explorers up over 200%. Vizsla trades at a fraction of that value. Bottom line, America is rebuilding its mineral supply chain and domestic supply is winning. Big thanks to Vizsla Copper for making today's video possible. I know people are saying, you're talking a little bit too much about Erika Kirk. You're joking about her. She's a widow. Yeah. Do me a favor. Shut up. If you don't understand what this is, if you think this is just about picking on some gal, you have no idea. They try to foist upon us this intel pedigree, perhaps, or this intel, not a dauphin or a scion, but this, well, instead of an intel, because she doesn't even know what she's doing there. This woman and her family provenance. This is not somebody who just fell off the turnip truck. Well, maybe she did. All I know is her family, maybe not she perhaps, but her family are so connected. It's critical. And here's JD Vance. He's hanging around her. What is the matter? Why are you doing this? She's a pariah. You're risking it all with this toxic pariah. And not only that, they're making a fool out of you. They've already done. Bibi Netanyahu said you and the president and our country report to him every day. The word was that when you were in Islamabad, you were on the phone 10 times, back and forth, back and forth. You're not negotiating. You're an errand boy. And meanwhile, Marco Rubio, that creepy dude, he's just laughing his ass off. I'll take you over him. But you've got to show independence, and you've got to show the ability to think for yourself. And you're not going to be able to do this so long as you remain hitched to this lunatic. This woman who is the poster child of vacuity, insipidity. My God, she's adult with an ego nobody has ever even seen. That's the part. It's beyond anything I've ever seen. Truly. Truly. It's beyond anything. This might be inappropriate, but I want you to understand something. I don't think he or anybody, certainly I tried to watch that pathetic Newsmax. I didn't try to watch it. Somebody sent me a YouTube. Oh my God. Oh my God. These people don't know what the hell they're talking about. They're cheerleaders. It's just propaganda. And I want you to understand and grasp something which is really important, because if you are a fuel consumer, an energy consumer, you're going to need this. Any conflict in the Middle East, any conflict in the Persian Gulf, and the Bab el-Mandeb, the Red Sea, the Suez Canal, all of it drives prices up. Everything. Any kind of activity. Oil is globally priced, so U.S. production doesn't shield consumers. You can't say, well, the world's price per barrel may have skyrocketed, but we're pumping it in Oklahoma. It doesn't work like that. War creates volatility. It's a commodity. And once somebody from Lloyd's of London says, I'm not going to insure that tanker, I'm not going to, the hell with you, then that means the prices become prohibitive, and that's where you're affected. Even though we're pumping in Texas or wherever it is. Anytime there's a military conflict of any kind, it rarely resolves quickly, and it disrupts supply chains, and that further creates infrastructure instability. And long-term instability creates energy prices elevated even after fighting. And then war spending, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't equal broad economic prosperity. It fuels inflation. And then when you get global powers like China and Russia in there, and you're just attacking Russia, they don't talk like that about us. Reagan did it with the great Satan. What is with us? JD, you got to stop this. Energy markets and economies are complex, weird systems, and they're not driven by simple outcomes. And if you want to be the president, you better understand this, and you better do something to tell our President Trump to get his act together and shut the up. What is going on here? Do your DoorDash stuff. This isn't for you. Everything was fine. The Strait of Hormuz was open. You closed it. You attacked Iran. They close it, then you close it again. How do you lock a locked door? It's just bizarre. And that's why, JD, you don't seem to know what the hell you're doing. You'd be better off resigning than continuing being the errand boy for this catastrophic. I mean, are you following what's going on? I have never seen anything like this in my life. I have never seen it. It's incredible. And what I want you to understand is that maybe you'll be able to hide this from the American people because they don't understand diddly squat about foreign conflict, but they know about nutcases. And you show up at University of Georgia, you apparently unable to weather the risk of any kind of threats, but little Miss Goody Two Shoes can't, because she didn't want to show up and see nobody there. I'm saying this again. I know it's redundant, but my God, do you understand what's happening? Do you see what's happening? It blows my mind. It blows my mind. And he doesn't understand this. People are weird. Americans are funny. Don't ever do anything that indicates you're dealing with a joke or that you can't be taken seriously. That's it. Forget about policy. Americans don't know anything about this. Nothing. They don't know what the Strait of Hormuz is. They don't know. They don't care. That's blah, blah, blah. In one ear, out the other. They don't care about that. What they do care about, apparently, is something a little bit different. They care about, ostensibly, things that matter at the third grade level. Prices that affect them, their ability to enjoy their lives, but any kind of long-term speculation about the stability of the world, forget it. Forget it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you this. This is what's critical. This is what's important. This is what I've got to tell you. And I know what I'm talking about. And I want to tell you something right now. I don't give a diddly damn about Erika Kirk. She's fun. It's fun to be catty. It's fun to make fun. It is. It really is. You know, but seriously. But not for long. And the reason why we keep talking about her is that she won't go away. Remember that Saturday Night Live thing? The thing that wouldn't leave. She won't go away. And let me tell you something. TPUSA, you are going to crash. That wasn't all about Erika. It was about you. You had the opportunity to do the right thing and just pick up where Charlie left off. But no, everybody had to come to the forefront, especially little Miss Diva, and to say, it's me, I'm here, how am I doing? No, nobody cares about how you're doing. Nobody even knew who you were. And then these other twits, these benighted little boy moonbats running around where they're actually commandeering and taking over and holding hostage the Charlie Kirk show. It's disgusting. Beyond disgusting. Remember, when they laugh at you, you had the chance. And you did more. You did more, Erika, than anybody else to destroy everything. What is it, 7 months since he was killed? 7 months. And you've destroyed it. You've become a complete and total laughingstock. And all you had to do was just do something. Hand out food. Read to the blind. Act like you cared. It is that simple. Let me just explain a few things to you. And this is important, and this is very, very necessary for me to make you aware of. I don't say things just to be mean. I don't say things just to pick on people. I'm telling you the truth. If she wasn't who she was, nobody cared. Nobody would care. Remember, Candace, by the way, didn't go after her. They went after Candace. Candace, by the way, didn't go after Brigitte Macron until they came after her. Oh, she might have said a few things, but this would have blown over. No, they go after her. They keep wanting to take her on. And that's the thing people don't understand. And when she says something, it's real. If she says something, if she says that Kamala Harris is an alien from Uranus, put your money on it. She doesn't make up stuff. She doesn't sit there on a whim, on a fancy. Let me see. Here's something. She's a morphodite. What is it? I don't know. She doesn't do that. So when she tells you something, she's got, as they say, she's got the receipts. You've got the provenance, the step-by-step, moment-by-moment history of Laurie Franz, and it blows my mind. She is without peer. How she does this, I will never, ever know. Seriously. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. So let me just leave you with this. Listen to me very, very carefully. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I don't want to belabor the point. JD, you are not going to be the president. You are not going to even see the White House ever if you don't straighten up now. And the first thing you have to do is get away from this crew. They are going to bring you down to nothing. Be your own man. That may even mean, sorry to say this, resigning. Believe me, in the long run, you're not going to want to get into this. It's going to get worse. We have, 3 years to go? And this is bizarre. And I love this guy. I thought Trump was terrific. But if he's acting weird or acting strange or acting incorrectly, I'm going to tell you. Because I'm not a lapdog. I don't work for anybody. My only duty is to my family and to you. To you. I will never lie to you. I may be wrong, very rarely, but I'll never lie to you. Now do me a great favor, my friends. Please like this video. Subscribe. 70% of the people who watch us don't even subscribe. What's that all about? We need your numbers. I need your credits. I need your metrics. I need your likes. Please, don't make me beg. Please, please. Also, do me a favor and hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And also, I've got some questions for you in the coming up. Some questions. I want you to comment. Your comments are fantastic. So do me a favor. Listen carefully. All right, listen to me. I'm only going to say this once. Comment. Shh. Comment as you see fit.